Hey guys, what's happening? Welcome to Rise of the Champions once again, where we're going from Division 10 to Division 1 in FIFA 12's online head-to-head seasons. Now we're up to Division 9 and we've avoided relegation, so going to mix it up a little bit by picking Aston Villa first off. They're a pretty handy side. You'll find a few of them when you go up against 4-star opposition, so I decided to give them a go, see what the big fuss is about. They have a few handy players, and if you play Ultimate Team they have a few players that go for a fair amount. So I started pretty brightly. There's an earlier chance that was saved well. Agbonlahor, of course, is an amazing player, breezing by defenders because he's an absolute tank. From the corner here, created a good opportunity. Villa are pretty good in the air, but it wasn't to be. This is the value of having a defender on the line. Just chest it down and the keeper catches it from behind, it seems, but we're not going to argue with physics anyway. Santos, of course, good for creating chances. They are a dangerous side. You've got to watch him at all times. Don't give him any space. But Shay Given, good old Irish man as well, gets up to save well. Kept creating chances. Agbonlahor again, but my finishing just wasn't up to scratch really. And here I could have had an opportunity, but just kept it too long. Gets crowded out by the defence in the end. This guy was pretty good. I mean, he was defending well. He wasn't giving me much space. I was creating chances, but keeper was saving well at the same time. He was pushing forward. He was pretty aggressive with a couple of opportunities of his own, but this passing move kind of unlocks the defence, giving it to Petrov, who is one of the slowest players I've ever used. I think he's part snail, possibly, and just didn't come off. Tapped it too far ahead. Keeper got down well to save. So we're going to keep it simple. We're going to go back to basics, get to the byline, cross it in. Agbonlahor gets up, absolute beast in the air. There we go, 1-0 over the keeper. And finally got some break in the deadlock, but there you can see it, just gave him too much space, the ball over the top. One of the most irritating aspects of FIFA is that you will control it for the attacker, for the opposition, and give them the opportunity that they possibly shouldn't have had. If it was real world, you'd be screaming at them to get rid of the ball, but that's life. That's what you gotta try and avoid. This was an amazing move. It was good passing, unlocked the defence well. I took one step in the wrong direction and it was a great finish. I pushed ultra attacking, brought on some subs and everything, but 1-1 I finished. Had to be happy with the point and the draw. Thought I created a few chances. It could have gone either way really. Both teams gave it their all, but 1 point is better than none anyway. And Santos are tough opposition. So we push on, going back to my roots, going back to the team that started this whole series in Palmero, because I like playing with them. At the end of the day, they're a team that I've kind of adapted to. They're enjoyable to play with. I think they're my main 4-star team to use, while I kind of mess around with a couple of other teams. This guy here, he liked wiggling the right stick about, and you know, he was messing around with skill moves. Obviously this chance wasn't packed with enough, so for the highlight reel he decided to try and create another few, but in the end, you know, I kept it simple, crowded him out in defence, and then just 2 passes unlock his defence completely. Mikeli into a bit of space, lofts it over the goalkeeper, and Hernandez just running in to tap it home. So that was a good start. I was delighted with that, honestly, because I like seeing pizzazz and I like seeing skill moves, but really when they're used to take it past people or with a purpose. If they're just used for messing around so you can get your highlight reel when they work after 40 attempts, I don't really go for that. But if used properly, you know, or it's simple stuff really amazes me more. Like, I like passing and moving. I like basic skill moves that, you know, unlock the defence. And this guy was having none of it. He was trying all his fancy stuff. Myself, keeping it basic, going back to the KISS principles, and just passing it up the wings. Mikeli getting into a bit of space, and it's amazing how well he's working out. Crossed it in here, and I thought this could have been the moment where I get a highlight reel of my own, but unfortunately wasn't to be. This was actually the end of the match. From total recording time, including team selection, formation setting and all that, it was 4 minutes of a recorded video, I think. I was thinking of putting it all in, but just decided against it, and that's essentially the highlights. I mean, besides that, it was kind of midfield battles, and as much as you can fit into whatever 20 minutes it was. So here we go. 4-1-0 is the current record, 1 point needed for promotion, and I decided to go with the team that I know, because if I'm going to get promoted, it might as well be the team that started this whole series and the main team behind this series. Werder Bremen, another team that'll pop up a fair bit. Like, I don't think I've met a mirror match yet, which I'm pretty happy about. but I was creating chances well, just couldn't finish. I'm not sure why I crossed to Mickley. I think he's about 3 foot tall, and that might be a bit generous. But, I mean, I tried to create chances anyway. Werner Bremen also creating chances. Got lucky here, just got a deflection in the way, and just hoofed it along. This guy, he was pretty aggressive defensively. He was sticking in challenges, going in with lots of slide tackles, and if it works, it's brilliant. If it doesn't, you're leaving yourself at plenty of risk. But he actually got the first goal. This isn't it, but this is just one of those calamity of errors that rolled over his back. So, I mean, if you meant it in a proper game, that would look amazing. Thankfully got it away. Thought it was going to be one of those that ricocheted 40 times off 17 different players and then found its way into the net. But not sure why the keeper flicked it over the top there. I mean, pretty sure most people in the world could catch that. It was hardly moving. It was coming straight to him, but safety first, he decided. So this is a great opportunity. Well worked, nice passing, and kept it simple in the end. Good header, and defence couldn't do anything about it. Keeper couldn't save me for once. Mickley once again creates a chance. Kind of a lazy finish in the end by Hernandez, and one of the oddest passes you'll ever see. Find a bit of space, and just the most disappointing finish that I could have put in this match, really. I thought he was through one-on-one. Should have finished it off better. So I kept pushing on. This is the second half now. Went in 1-0 at the break. Decided to give them, a bit of a pep talk, sort them out a bit, and Hernandez responds. A nice finish into the bottom right-hand corner. Was delighted with that. So 1-1, and I thought there was a result in this for me. Kept pushing on, kept creating the opportunities. Possession-wise, we were pretty close, but that's because I play at a mile a minute. Mickley there, unfortunate, probably should have passed in hindsight, but in the heat of the moment I thought the shot was on. This is another nice passing play, but just drifts wide. Unfortunate, but Mickley, again, he pops up in all the right places. Definitely a player to use and sign for everything. Buy him Ultimate Team, sign him for your career, anything you can find him, get him. This was another great opportunity, but just drifts wide. Keeper did well to save, and once again off the corner, always dangerous, but not to be in this circumstance. When I saw the defender jump and miss it, I thought this could be the moment where it's sealed, but unfortunate. 90th minute, here we go, passing play, and this is the greatest finish that I could have put in this match. He makes up for his earlier blunder, and that's the goal that seals promotion. Fantastic finish from outside the box. I kept pushing on, you're 2-1 up, but injury time, it's better to play it in the other person's half. Created a bit of space. Hernandez, nice jink inside, and there you go, bottom right. Not the greatest finish in the world, but it worked. And that's it. This division is over, and we're going onwards and upwards. Unbeaten this season. Delighted with that fact. As always, please leave a like or a comment and any feedback in the section below. You can get me on Twitter as well at Saber0001. I think that's enough zeros and numbers. And I'll talk to you next time.